take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it along.
This is our last down and back. I will tell you here at the Westgate, too, there are a lot of large photos and statues that lead me to believe that this was one of the favorite places of one Elvis Presley. And I know you being a resident of the region where Tupelo and Memphis and means so much to you that
it does.
It absolutely rings big time to see the King as we step into the lobby.
You know, I was born and raised in Memphis, and that's all you hear. I was listening to Sports Talk yesterday, and they were talking about ESPN was they're doing a story on the Grizzlies. And you know what comes up most when people talk about Memphis is Elvis. They were trying to come up with other cities and with other names, and they were really having a tough time coming up with it. So
pretty crazy.
That's my Elvis story.
It's pretty crazy.
As these girls take their down and back.
Jordan out of Indy, 317 Cornhole. She plays with our buddy T-Bone out of that group right there. Scott Melby is her conference commissioner out of the Heartland Conference.
He's here in Vegas with us.
He is, absolutely. We saw him arrive afternoon yesterday. We've seen, I think, 15 states plus represented here in Las Vegas, from the West Coast to the East Coast, South and North alike.
You know, I did see an Alaska Cornhole shirt when I was coming through the lobby earlier.
Yeah, the Alaska players have really been making a statement here the last handful of majors. All right.
Bring it, baby, bring it. Here we go.
All right, Taters exchange with Frank Gears. Taters exchange with one another. Wendy Chacon playing out of the red lane. She comes in as the 35th seed against Jordan McDanial, the number 2 seed. So new names, new games. We're always glad to see both on center court.
And look at Jordan. She comes out firing, too, right down the middle.
Boy, and she's just got that feet together, pendulum swing.
Same motion.
A little bit more of a lift coming out of Wendy's right hand.
Oops. Wendy would like to have this one in the hole, but she's going to give up 4.
That's all right. But you know what? Wendy will shake off a little bit of nerves here on center court. She plays she's here actually with the ice cold cornhole folks, and she said if she was in Vegas but not playing cornhole, you'd find her in the poker room.
She looks like a poker player.
She's a poker player. She
isn't
you
that cool?
Find her in the poker room. She loves Texas Hold'em, and if it's not poker, it's going to be roulette. So she's got a gambling spirit. Yeah, right. Well, you can't teach me roulette. Now, the one thing that somebody could try to teach me, I lost, I think, $100 in craps in about 8 seconds, and I won the first time. And then I lost $100. I didn't know how I won, and I didn't know how I lost. Oh boy, that rimmed out actually.
How about firing away though? And look at that shot.
That's a nice shot up top, and it wasn't a real pure airmail, but it was an airmail.
Oh,
wow,
man,
what a shot!
That is a beautiful shot.
Very, very nicely done. That's a great push bag right there to take one in behind it.
I think she got one.
So nicely done there, Wendy Chacon. And it's funny too because we always talk to the players and find out a little bit more about them, and we've had different answers to the question if you could play anybody live or dead, anybody in cornhole. And I think who did Jordan told you she'd like to play?
Caleb Hurt
out of the SVC Shenandoah Valley Conference, and that ties back to something else she told us as well. But when I asked Wendy, she said, "Boy, that's a good question. I don't know." And she said, "I'm all about the one love." So she goes, "I think I'd say Bob Marley."
Yeah.
So we haven't had an answer like that the entire time we've been asking the question. So Bob Marley is a good one, and you know what? The good news is I think he would play very deliberately and very slowly. She'd get to spend a lot of time with Bob.
Yeah, and I think we might not
playing that game.
Need the drug tester. Just kidding. That's just a joke. No.
All right, 4-1 was where we stood when we started the frame, and with a couple of points being surrendered there, so we moved from 4-1 to 9-1. It looks like Jordan over Wendy, the 2 seed over the 35 seed, but both of them stepping up. Now, let me ask you this. Based on just what you know of her stance and her pitch, other than the fact there's not a little hitch in the giddy up, as they say in the arm swing, but those feet together and that same exact motion, who would you think she patterns her
Tammy
pitch
Williams.
after? Tammy Williams.
Tammy Williams.
Yep, no question.
Yeah. I
No
hope Tammy's
question.
tuning in if you are.
Also out of SVC, where Caleb Hurd throws, the Shenandoah Valley Conference. But Tammy has a little bit more of that kind of hitch in her.
Beautiful.
In her
4
delivery. It's
points.
nicely done there. 4 pickup there by Wendy.
How about Lane Cruz winning back-to-back juniors? And I got to go back to that match, and I got to make amends to my guy, Riley Brewster.
Oh, yeah,
I called him Rooster,
The Rooster.
and you know what? His nickname is the Grasshopper.
The Grasshopper.
And I don't know how I didn't remember that, and I apologize to
Well-
all the people out there that had sent me a message. I apologize.
Well, my guess is, and here's a lesson I'll teach you. Never apologize, always improvise.
Yes.
Just give him another nickname.
I will.
The Rooster rhymes with Brewster. It
Yeah.
makes perfect sense. But the Caterpillar,
Yeah.
the Grasshopper. See, now he's got 3. See?
Well, I don't think it's Daddy. I think his daddy might be the Rooster when I think about it.
Oh, look at that.
She is firing away,
She
man.
really is. There's no fear in that throw by Wendy Chacon at all. Coming in low and hard. That's a
Nice.
nice pickup right there, taking a couple bags in.
She got 2 off. That's going to be a 4 points for Jordan.
For Jordan. But I'll tell you something.
McDanial.
Look at the looks on their faces as they walk from side to side. They are very deliberate. They're very focused, and it's almost as if they are saying, I've got something better to do.
Yeah. They're not talking. They're just pitching bags, man.
They're pitching.
Keep on pitching. Jordan is playing really well.
Yeah, she really is, and she's got that muscle memory and that swing, and it's almost as if the grip of the bag that's a nice push bag right there to take the bag she pitched in behind her. There's going to be a little bit of an open door right there. That should be enough. Oh boy, and I'll tell you what, she's okay with that.
Yeah, it's not bad. She's still going to score.
Going to be a problem for her, but it does give Wendy that opportunity to take 3, and she
Beautiful.
does. So that only minimizes the damage there
Yeah.
to 15-5. But again, the winner of this earns the right to run right into Stacy Van Gilder, who, if I'm not mistaken, somebody, I forget who, picked her to win the entire
I don't know
tournament.
who that was. I've been talking to the sports book here at Westgate.
Is that what it is?
Trying to get them to hire me on.
They said, "Oh no, we've seen a couple of your prognostications and time to fill on the taco." Speaking of which, good time to remind folks the TACO, Talking ACO. We run it every Tuesday, Taco
Beautiful.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to join us on our Facebook page, American Cornhole, we'll recap results. We'll talk a lot about fun things that we've got coming up and an opportunity for you to get involved if you'd like to. AmericanCornhole.com will give you everything you need to know. And if you're getting out here, that's nicely done there by Wendy. She's going to grab a couple back right there. But again, if you're looking at maybe starting a group or joining a group, the best place to find that group or find that space to start that group, AmericanCornhole.com, become a certified official. You could be part of any or all of the 30-plus majors we've run so far in season 17, and we'll wrap up in season 17, and then looking ahead into season 18, we'd love to have you aboard as part of the ACO family.
That's right. Get started. Bring your whole family out here. Let them
Bring
play
them all.
juniors. Let your mother play women's and your dad play in the singles, and bring your grandfather and let them play the seniors.
Absolutely.
The whole family can come out here and have a good time.
It is truly a family affair. Now, right now, that bag is laying a little bit right. I thought she might be able to sneak that straight up the middle with enough pace, but she's effectively blocked off the whole. Oh, boy.
Oh.
I think Jordan absolutely thought she had that one in that push, but that's going to cost her a couple right there. And they are just hanging on by a thread.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
that's how it happens.
that lead is shrunk to 4. And we just do not get blowouts here on Stadium. And if you want to tune in and see some great games, that's what you're gonna get.
Well,
when you have Finn and I on the mics,
you'd better be planning for some seesaw battles, some tight finishes. We have seen maybe, Phil, one blowout.
Yeah.
One, maybe.
yeah.
In 8 majors
Yeah,
right now that
that's
we've been
true.
on the stadium center court.
Yeah, it's been a bunch of them.
Oh, there's a nice bag by Wendy that comes in and catches the backside of the hole and holds its own right
picks up
there.
2
So she's gonna
more.
grab 2 more. So that 15-11 becomes a 13.
I'm trying to find Stacy Van Gilder in the building, and I do not know she's been playing co-ed with Josh Glover, so she's probably been warming up some, so I'm not going to give her the Maddie McBride treatment. Right?
There you go. Well, you don't see her sitting on the side on her phone, which is what we've seen from many, many players that are holding king seat spots and sometimes maybe don't stay warm enough or in the groove enough.
Started off in Panama City.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. Well, that's a nice bag right there.
Yeah, it was. Let's see.
A little scuba dive right there.
Oh, man, Wendy is down in, man. She started off slow.
And she has mastered that shot right there. That's a nice bag for the wash from Jordan, but she's mastered that bag that gets to the back a hole, stops, and drops back in. I call that scuba shot, but yeah, that's very nicely done, and we've seen quite a bit of that in the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, and these two girls are playing now. They know what's at stake,
and this is just a one and done. Now, the winner of this game will have to double dip, Stacy, if they want to take that women's championship in the purple jersey here from the Westgate Resort and Spa here in the Paradise Ballroom. Here, just off the Las Vegas Boulevard, Las Vegas Strip. That's nicely placed right there, and Wendy should be able to finish with that bag. Wow, that's nicely done there by Jordan as well. Oh, good bag. Boy, and to be able to come in from the right side to the left side of the hole, she's been doing, that's nicely done.
That was a good saving bag right there by Jordan. It
really was.
But all of a sudden, now Wendy has taken the lead.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to take that first bag that she had. I don't think
17
had
to
not
15.
had up to this point. I don't know that she's ever had that first bag. And that's what she does with it. She puts it low left.
Nice bag right there.
It's nicely done. It pushes Wendy a little bit out of the way, but that's nicely
she cleans
gathered.
up, man.
Nicely gathered. And that clockwise rotation, I think, really helped her grab a hold of that one and put it where she wanted it. Unfortunately, overcommitted there.
I like the way if you watch her, she gets up on her tiptoes almost when she throws, and all her momentum is going forward. And there, finally,
there's a couple back for Jordan. So
that's what we got.
A game to 4, would it be?
A game to 4.
So let me ask you this: so much of sport is about keep your eye on the ball, keep your eye on the basket, keep your eye on the hole if you're playing golf. It seems like no matter, we talk about this, 500-600 people in a room, there's 500 or 600 different ways to get the bag to the board, to the hole. Is it about focusing on the hole, focusing on that spot 6 inches in front of the hole? If you lift up on your feet, is there a distraction in your movement, or is it all where your eyes are?
That's right, and all that comes into play. Everybody's different, like you say, yeah.
Oh, there's one off the back from Wendy. I know she'd like to have that one back. But is it about keeping your eye on the hole or on a spot on the board?
Some people like to keep it on the hole. I focus on the hole. Now, Josh Glover, my old partner, he focuses on the spot on the board. So,
all right,
and there it is, Jordan.
That did it. That was going to do it. All right,
McDanial.
I was so busy focusing on how to play a better game, I missed the end of a really great game.
That
so
was
how about
a good
that?
game.
21-17, Jordan McDanial takes down Wendy Chacon, but Wendy acquitted herself very nicely. Now, for her efforts, that 21-17 victory is now going to earn her the buzzsaw known as Stacy Van Gilder.
ACO